Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is. It's Throwback Thursday! And because it is Throwback Thursday, what I like to do is dig deep into the crates, go back to the days of yesteryear, and play you some classic hits. Now, the last one of the evening is probably the one song that made it the biggest on the hit charts. That is Howard Jones' No One Is to Blame. Now, this song came out, was recorded in 1985, released as a single in 1986. And it says here, No One Is to Blame became Jones's biggest hit in the United States, peaking at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song also became the first of his 2 number 1 songs on the U.S. Adult Contemporary chart. Everlasting Love would be the other one. The song was also a top 10 hit in Australia and a number 16 hit in the UK. Now, that's big moves, you know. I knew back when this song came out that I couldn't escape it, because as you see, it was on the Hot 100 and the Adult Contemporary, and you know how the Adult Contemporary works. It's almost like there are certain people that write songs that are specifically Adult Contemporary, like John Mayer or Dave Matthews or Shania Twain. Hers is country and adult contemporary, those kind of things. But one thing I didn't know until I was researching this song just to find out the year is that it was re-recorded. Let me see. There was a version that came out in '85, and then it says the original track for No One Is to Blame was re-recorded to give the song a more radio-friendly sound. Phil Collins and Hugh Padgham produced and re-recorded, with Collins adding his own drum work and mood. So I do know that Phil Collins' drums and his backing, he does the backing vocals on the song, because I accidentally pulled up one where it said Phil Collins, and it had it was just the music and the backing vocals, and I heard it was all Phil Collins, and I was like, oh man, I didn't know all this time. But when I think about the song, I was like, you know what, I can hear it. Phil Collins was all over the place in the 80s. He was just very, very influential. And so that's about that. So if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 15 videos each and every week. So, without any further ado, here is Howard Jones and No One Is to Blame.
And here we go.
You can look at the menu, but you just can't eat. You can feel the cushions, but you can't have a seat. You can dip your foot in the pool, but you can't have a swim. blame. You can build a mansion, but you just can't live in. You're the fastest runner, but you're not allowed to win. Some break the rules and let's account for cost. The insecurity is the thing that won't get lost. And you want her, and she wants you. We want everyone, and you want her, and she wants you. No one, no one, no one ever is to blame. You can see the summit, but you can't reach it. It's the last piece of the puzzle, but you just can't make it fit. Doctor says you're cured, but you still feel the pain. Aspirations in the clouds, but your hopes go down the drain. And you want her, and she wants you. We want everyone, and you want her, and she wants you. No one, no one, no one ever is to blame. No one ever is to blame. No one ever is to blame.
All right. So that is No One Is to Blame by Howard Jones and accompanied by Phil Collins. And now, it's been a long time since I've heard that song. And now when I hear it, it's like I should have known it was Phil Collins. But see, Phil Collins was doing a lot in the 80s. And, he had Genesis. He had his solo career. He had the Guinness Book of World Record by performing on 2 continents in less than 24 hours, I believe, because he did Live Aid and he did a performance in the UK and then hopped on a plane and played the Live Aid stage in the United States. He also did a song for the redhead from ABBA. Her name was Frida, and the song was called There's Something Going On. And he had that, as well as probably a bunch of other things that I just can't remember, but those were all the things that were known at the time. And like I said, I didn't know that this was Phil Collins until today. So he's just even more dynamic than I even knew, even though I knew he was dynamic. But Howard Jones, I guess they said this is his second album, his sophomore album. His first album was pretty darn good, and he was recognized as one of the leading synthesizer or keyboard artists of the time. It was him, Herbie Hancock, Stevie Wonder, and Thomas Dolby, and those were the big major ones at that time. And so, even being so new to it, he was already recognized as a great. And if you're a good artist, you're going to be recognized no matter what. Even if there are some people who even their record companies don't promote, but regardless, they're going to be a star. They're going to have hits. Kind of like Michael Jackson and I think it was Invincible or History or any of the albums after the album Bad. If anybody else had that kind of success without the promotion, they would be like, hey, I'm great. I made it, man. Everybody knows my songs or whatever, but that is despite, Michael's is on a different level. So, even without the promotion, and Michael was pissed about the promotion because every artist wants to try to do better. And I think had the album been more promoted, they would have done better. Invincible, you can ask anybody, any of these new reactors who are finding Invincible for the first time, they're like, whoa, why haven't I heard this? This is a jam. Yes, Invincible is a jam. But I'm off track. Getting back to Howard Jones, I'm just saying his recognition, his talent, it was going to shine through no matter what. He had that swag. All right, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the video as much as I like making them for you. After that, all I need for you to do to help me out with my humble little channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment.